nation.
Since you got back from the hospital, your father isn't putting my calls through.
Why didn't you just come through the front door?
I was being dramatic. Like a hero from some romance picture Amy Eisenhower would have gone absolutely mad for.
Okay, someone will see you. My father's about to drive me to jail.
And that is the problem with your parents, the government, this whole morally corrupt country. They look at a sensitive girl like you, and they just lock her away.
Okay, it's more complicated than that.
You cannot go there, Susie. You are too weak for juvenile home.
Well, maybe it won't be any worse than normal.
No, it'll be a billion times worse. The girls there are violent and brutish. Not like you.
Well, I don't have much of a choice, Francis.
Then just run away with me now.
And be a jailbird?
Yeah, romance!
I don't know. I've never been sent to juvie before. I'm scared.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm the one being sent to juvie.
Yeah, but we'll both be without the other, and that is the most terrifying thing of all.
Susie! I told you to be ready at $800.
Okay, if my father finds you, he will kill us both.
Okay, all right. But first, my raising day tray. An apology. The last time we saw each other, I said harsh, square things to you. I realize now that your protestations during our romantic rendezvous were due to your fear of penetration. Now, Susie, if I was in your shoes, I would be scared of penetration as well, but we can work through this together.
Okay, I don't care to have this conversation at the moment.
And I will figure out a proper way to release you from that place. You and I will be together forever. And there's no getting away from me.
Susie, what is going on?
1 second! Okay, go.
Au revoir.
And the state of things around here just worsen by the hour. And by here I mean my bedroom, but America as well. I'm sweet 16, but Lordy, I feel a little sour. 'Cause I'm too black to be indifferent, but too yellow to rebel.
Susie, let's go!
And in my chest, that
while since we've had a new girl. Fresh meat.
Welcome to the National Reformatory for Girls, or just Nation for short.
We are the most intimate such facility in the state of Connecticut at just 7 girls. We got one up in solitary. I am Buzz, or just Buzz for short. Name?
Susanna's son.
Shucks. You got a skip when you're 45, a stutter, an affliction. That makes me sad.
It only happened when I'm nervous. They say it's a nervous tick.
Oh, is that a guitar?
Ukulele.
We used to have an inmate here who played the piano once. Then she stabbed herself in the neck with a piece of broken plate. Now we can't have flat servingware anymore. Was that white fella who dropped you off your pops?
I was adopted.
Oh, your parents must have had a thing for Negro kids, huh?
I was adopted when I was a baby. My real dad and my current dad were in the army together, but then real dad got shot and mom took lots of pills, so I got adopted.
You're a weirdo. Your nation-issued skirt will arrive imminently. Yeah. Good luck.
Well. The rookie has arrived. Hi. Hi, she said.
Judith.
Yeah?
Okay.
Are you a Susie or a Sue?
I'm a Susanna.
That's not what colored girls dress like. Welcome to the 5th floor. Your bed's over there, Peace.
It's Harriet's old bed.
Don't just stand there. Settle in.
Oh, I'm not gonna be here for that long. And why not? Well, my boyfriend is.
Boyfriend?
He says we're in love. There may be LOVE outside, but in here, it's nothing but HATE.
Hey Nation, let me tell you about it. Hey Nation, so we shout it like we play Nation in sad situation. The girls like us, alright. The girls like us.
Somebody give me a light.
Now come on, everybody. Susie looks sweet, and we don't want to scare her. Susie, I am Dorothy Donaldson.
Dorothy Donaldson.
A happy Southern homemaker through and through.
She's from Buttsville, New Jersey.
No, I ain't shit my brains. Little old me from a place as unrefined as New Jersey. Well, just the thought gives me the vapors.
She's a criminal mimic. They locked her up for doing impersonations of Hoboken businessmen over the phone. I am Brenda Ratowski!
Brenda Ratowski.
Nickname? Rat. Brooklyn born and raised. That is until I got nailed for theft.
What did you steal?
You write the book?
Rat gets us our cigarettes.
I'm a smuggler. You need something snuck in or snuck out of any situation. I'm your mule.
What was that?
The pipes. The building is falling apart. Literally.
The ceiling's cracking and it's full of mold, and it's quite nerve-wracking 'cause the structure's old. When it starts so hot, it makes the whole room shake,
And the floor
oh shit, rattle quick.
And they running out of bread and the end is near. Most of the other girls glad we're the last ones here.
on a great scene.
The joint, but it'll do.
Only 18.
At which point it's still
And we out in the world, it's all kind of cursed.
Where it never gets better.
It only gets worse and worse. Hey Nation, let me tell you about it. Hey Nation, this is how come down it like in Hey Nation. There's no reparation for girls like us. Alright. For girls like us.
Somebody give me a light. Hola, I'm Kitty Minx.
Kitty,
Yes,
her name is
that's my
Kitty.
name. When speaking to me, you may call me Kitty. When speaking about me, you may call me she or her.
Kitty's father is the richest real estate mogul in town.
So I am hidden away here like a sexually deviant princess in a tower. Woo!
Princess, my asshole.
Miss Congeniality.
Who is she?
Who?
Judith is my best friend.
No, I ain't.
My name is Gloria Meeks. My name is Gloria Meeks. Man, I have no one. I have no one. My name is Gloria Meeks. Gloria Meeks. My nickname is Yaya. I'm an inventor. What do you invent? Things that burn holes in things, things that explode other things. One day I'm gonna work in science fiction pictures, making special effects. I'm great with liquids. I do little manners, Yaya. This is my confidant, Harriet, too. She's very suspicious of others. I suspect the new girl is a robot, sent to spy on us by the Russians. Let's cut her open right now and find out.
I'm not a robot.
That's okay. We'll just wait till she's sleeping. Then we'll cut her open.
So, Miss 20 Questions, what are you in for?
Me? I burned down my school.
You're
That's
armed
right.
with burning stuff.
Maybe you could burn this place down.
Why don't you just try to escape?
Do we want to get out?
Do we want to break free?
Of course. But what's the point?
We're locked in a tower without any power. We waited out until it's time to blow this joint.
Hate Nation, don't even try to resist. Hate Nation, it'll leave you tired and pissed.
Hey nation, bad as it is here inside.
Hate Nation, mistake us our hands are tied. Hate Nation,
No way for us to rebel.
Hate Nation,
And so we deal with this hell.
Betty Crocker's probably clutching her pearls, but America just really fucking sucks for girls. Hate Nation, let me tell you about it. Hate Nation, from us how we shouted like an hate nation, sad situation for girls like us. Hate Nation, there's no breaking free of Hate Nation, a reality of life in Hate Nation, a bad situation for girls like us. Get hips to the biz for girls like us. It is what it is for girls like us.
Always putting up a fight.
For girls like us. Alright, alright, alright. Somebody give me a light. Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Miss Ass.
And this must be Susie. Oh, young ladies don't stick out their hands. They bob a curtsy. And that is a rule. And what do we do to rules? Follow them. Yes, my smart girls. Follow them was the answer. Hello, Susie. I'm Miss Ass. Believe it or not, I was first here as a misguided youth, like you. Well, a bit like you. I was initially reticent to take you on.
Some welcome wagon.
But in these lean times, we must be accepting of those whose parents have paid a great sum of money to hide them here.
She's talking about me.
Or those who come with ample subsidies from the state because they've been thrown out of every other facility in the region.
Did somebody say my name?
Still, an accommodating woman knows how to make the best of a raunchy situation.
Thank you.
Ooh, a stutter. Ladies. Susie, the National Reformatory for Girls is a leader in the field of juvenile rehabilitation, run by my father until his passing.
Lucky him.
Father recognized my wayward tendencies early on, and as soon as I got into trouble, I found myself enrolled. They got me. And through the miracle of electroconvulsive therapy, I was transformed. No other young lady will come No. My girls learn how to be the perfect American wife and mother. Elegant, behave, subservient. Yes. With all this excitement, I almost forgot my news. Believe it or not, in 17 days' time, Life magazine will be coming to do a profile on me and my work in the juvenile hall system. A photograph of me in life. Susie, isn't that just the limit?
Susanna.
Pardon?
I prefer Susanna.
And I prefer not to be corrected by you. The ukulele is acceptable, but the strings are against the rules. For obvious reasons. Give it to me.
No.
Hysterical stuttering, also against the rules.
But if I'm nervous, I always no.
Let's speak elegantly and cleanly and say, please, Miss Ass, stop, and I'll consider doing so. Well, go ahead.
Please, Miss Ass. Stop.
No.
Stop. No. Miss Ass. Stop.
I'm so sorry. What do we say?
Thank you, ma'am.
Susie, please. Call me Miss Ass.
Can you get off the floor?
There, honey. It's all right.
Well, why is everyone always so mean?
Miss Ask is mean to us because we are colored. People are mean to us because we are colored and we are girls. I am mean to you because you are new, bitch!
On other planets, life forms don't have these sort of problems.
Unhelpful.
I just want something good to happen.
Well, that's not how it works, new bitch. Nothing good ever happens here.
I was solitary. It wasn't the Holiday Inn. Who's that?
Oh, haven't you heard? That's new bitch.
Got a name?
Susanna, son.
What?
My name is Susanna.
Oh, I'm Sheila. Sheila Nail.
I met a girl in juvie hall. She looked so cool, she stood so tall. I saw her standing there, that also glare. I felt all my defenses fall. I met a girl in juvie hall.
That a ukulele?
It used to be.
Sheila holds the record for crushing out. 3 times she split.
She's the reason we got bars on the windows now.
No, she ain't. That's me.
3 times? What did your parents say?
Sheila doesn't have parents. She's awarded the state.
Yeah, she got out back when there was more girls and more staff, and it was nearly impossible to escape. I only got half a year till I'm 18.
And then you'll be released proper.
Back into society.
I'd be too scared to even attempt 1 escape attempt, let alone 3.
I need to see.
Tell her about it, Sheila. I'm not gonna tell her the whole thing.
Oh,
First time I tried it, it was late at night. I tied some bed sheets together, tied them up real tight. Tied one end to a drain pipe, threw the other out the window. Oh,
was a fail. Well, getting caught is the worst, and I was only the first of the 3 failed escape attempts of Sheila Nail. 3 failed escape attempts of Sheila Nail. 3 failed escape attempts of Sheila Nail. Second time I tried it was another day. Hey, bed sheets involved, but in a different way. Hey, hid inside the laundry bin. You would not believe the things I saw. Yeah, sha-da-da-da. Waited for hours, but I'm gonna get stuck. Then the orderly starts pushing me towards his truck, which meant that we was headed out of the building, headed right out. I was covered in clothes through a hole in some hole. I saw a light spread, saw a little light found. Few feet from freedom, really stuck. Few feet from freedom. Then I heard the orderly shout, "Look, a foot sticking out!" And he lifted off my veil. My airport was beckoned, and so young the second of the 3 failed escape attempts of Sheila Nail. And after that, I said, forget the clever plan. I saw an opportunity, and I just ran. Got as far as the highway, stuck out my thumb. A car slowed up, and hear the warning come. She called me a filthy malcontent. That was exactly how the nurse got wet. And when they brought her back, she pulled the drain pipe down in the whole floor. Hear me sound so badass.
That's quite a story. Unbelievable in fact.
But that's not really how it happened, it's just what I say. 'Cause I did get in the car, and as it drove away, I thought of where I came from, and I thought of where I'd go. Oh, where am I gonna sleep tonight? I don't know. I ain't got no family, got no coin in my purse. Yeah, life was bad at school, like before it was worse. And I ain't been a civilian since '53, and I'm sure the world changed substantially. And nation is scary, so unfair. Yeah, but at least they have a purpose, and I respect it there. Hey driver, hey, I'm out of age. You best take me back to my cage. My destination, I went. Oh, so embarrassingly of my own consent. Last time I tried it was a different affair. I tied some bed sheets together and I stood on a chair. I tied one end to a drain pipe, the other round my neck. Oh heck, without any prep, I took a step, and I could feel the air leave my body, it got real tight. I never copped to this kind of shit, but I have to admit, it didn't feel right. And I was just a few breaths from freedom.
Now you know.
And after dinner, Dorothy is gonna do Blue Hawaii.
I've been working on my Elvis impression so I can run scams on radio stations.
Your Elvis is getting mucho good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to hear her sing.
Oh, I make up songs and stuff, but they're sort of a private thing.
Private? What have you got to be private about? Hiding something, Susie Q?
No?
Ooh, hit a nerve, did I? Well, now I gotta know. I bet you're a fruit.
Susie's not a homosexual. She's from Connecticut.
Yeah, you ain't queer, are you, Suze?
No, I'm not. Not even a little bit.
Well, thank heavens. If Miss Asp ever caught you doing something strange, she'd call Dr. Shocksky to pay a visit. We call him Doc Shock for short.
Who's Doc Shock?
Knock, Doc Shock. This is sick. Knock, Doc Shock. This is sick. Shock, Zach. Girl, I'm gonna juice ya. Rock, black. Feel the current loose ya. 10,000 volts will make your brain fizzle. God, I love the smell of your skin when it sizzles. Knock, Doc Shock. This is sick. Knock, Doc Shock is coming for you.
They really do that here? Little Miss Prim in proper Asp is obsessed, just looking for any excuse to fry your brains with Zap juice.
They used to do it all the time, but they haven't in a while.
Not since Doc Shock went a little too far.
Well, what does too far mean?
Ask Harriet.
You mean the creepy doll?
This is Harriet too, dum-dum. She belonged to Harriet 1.
Well, what happens to Harriet 1?
There's that nervous tick again, huh? In this instance, you've got every right to be nervous because the terrible thing that happened to Harriet was...
Alright, girls, line up! It's room time! Not so fast. Gotta put your skirt on first, then with the rules.
Right now, with everyone watching?
What are you, shy?
Well, one of you delinquents gotta stay behind with Susie Q. Don't all offer at once. Ooh-wee! Was that an unapproved butane Zippo lighter just fell out of your pocket now?
Fine.
Alright, uglies, 10 hat!
Try to keep it in your pants, Susanna Banana!
Better change.
What?
Your skirt. I won't look.
It's kind of crazy that everybody calls Kitty she, huh?
She asked us to, so we do.
Do you know what happened to Judith's eye?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what she meant before by keep it in your pants. That's so Judith.
She thinks you're a queer, remember? Sorry about your ukulele. Would have been nice to have some music around here again. We used to have a girl play piano once, but she,
I heard. Do you play anything?
billiards.
Golly, where I'm from, only boys play billiards.
Talk like howdy doody.
That's because I didn't go to regular school. I got education at home. I went to regular for a while, but then I burnt it down.
Firebug. Interesting. And you got a boy?
Francis. He's in undergraduate studies at Columbia University, Morningside Heights, Manhattan.
Didn't know they let colored guys in at Columbia University.
He's white.
Huh.
I met him at a meeting about the environment, conservationism.
I didn't ask what the meeting was about.
I stepped out, but he came right up to me. He's very forward, politically speaking.
Environmental rights!
Stand with the environment!
Civil rights! Civil rights!
Stand with the Negroes!
Homosexual rights!
Homosexual rights!
The homosexual! Oh, wait, no, not them.
He intends to be a politician and change this country for good. Francis thinks there's no reason why he and I shouldn't just be able to be together like any normal couple. Being a wife to a man like Francis would be a marvelous opportunity.
Last I checked, when white boys get hitched to colored girls, people don't seem too enthusiastic about it.
Francis says that in Greenwich Village they are.
Well, you gone all the way?
I told him no. He was very sensitive about the whole thing.
Oh, come on, Susie! My A-bomb is ready to blow! You're gonna give me a medical condition! God! How'd you get to be such a prude? You're just weird.
I'm just weird.
In the bad way.
Promise me if you burn this place down, just spare me a leather jacket. She and I have been through a lot together.
It's the ginchiest.
You really are a weirdo. But in the good way.
She said that I was weirdo in the good way, which I think is delinquent for your charismatic, smart, and sweet. How to respond? Oh, what's the thing I should say? Well, I should say something clever, but instead I just say Nate. And now my journey here will begin. Oh, how hard could it be to fit in? I think the way we smoke or sing or rap.
This is who we talk shit about in gym class.
This is the way we play our benefits.
'Cause we're badass. 'Cause we're badass. This is the way we smoke our cigarettes. This is who we talk shit about in gym class. This is the way we pay our standing debts. 'Cause we're badass. 'Cause we're badass.
Mr. Rusk, as you know, I am deeply honored that such an esteemed beacon of journalistic integrity would do a profile on my work at the reformatory. Pull a photo of me, posed ever so perfectly in front of creatures in the throes of rehabilitation. I know it will inspire generations. And I am, of course, eager to discuss the benefits of electroconvulsive therapy, of which I have first-hand experience. And what do you mean the profile is actually about integration in the Tooby Hall system? I don't want it to be about integration. I want it to be about me. You'd like to interview one of the colored girls? Well, there is one who joined us recently who I should be able to keep an eye on until you visit. But Mr. Ross, there will still be a photo included. Excellent, excellent. Yes, absolutely. A picture that hangs on a flat office wall. A family with baby dolls, apples and all. It's the life I'd always imagined I'd live before I made mistakes that no man could forgive. But it turns out my tragedies weren't for naught. My one true calling was not what I thought. My duty is saving the next generations so they will not suffer their own depredations. And a wife in a picture, sublime and pristine, or a photo of me in a Life magazine. These are the images people admire, American values that guide and inspire. I serve a purpose, and soon all shall see. Oh. Mr. Rask, yes, we'll see you next Sunday at 3.
Hi, honey, can I get a picture
Oh, if you think cubes taste good, because those Brussels sprouts are full of cubes.
I read that Gladys Horton, lead singer of the Marvelettes, eats a plate of sprouts every day.
You don't say.
It's been 5 candy ads. Get over there.
Why are you walking toward me when I'm trying to digest my food? No, don't give me smoke.
I left my pack downstairs.
All you bitches trying to get my goat today.
It's like an offering to the gods.
Here.
Where's your puffer, howdy doody?
That was my last.
5 days and we never seen you smoke once.
I'd like to try.
Adorable. But if you want smokes, you gotta barter to get them smuggled in like everybody else.
Buzz to rat to you. That's how it works.
Here. Put it in your mouth. And suck in a little as it's being lit. Now take a deep breath.
Rookie mistake.
But it's very important to look deeply tortured and dramatic when you smoke. Like this.
How do I do that?
When I inhale, I think of someone awful. Some terrible person who's done something rotten to me. And when I exhale, I imagine that person getting ripped limb from limb by an ocelot. Which is a kind of wildcat native to Mexico, recently popularized by the book series Honey West. The story of a femme fatale detective and her domesticated pet ocelot, Bruce. Try.
You behave as if you don't even enjoy kissing me, let alone going any further. Is my manhood not good enough for you, Susie? Is that it? You know what? Sometimes I think you're a dyke, some sapphic frigid. I know! I'm getting ripped apart by an ocelot! No!
That works. Susie, this came for you. I was tempted to open it, but I did not, as tampering with the mail is against the rules of the United Postal Service.
Thank you, Miss Ash.
I've also just spoken to Mr. Russ, and in addition to arranging a photo of me, he cares, for some reason, to interview you.
Why does it have to be
Well,
me?
something like this would bring us national attention. A benefactor may even materialize.
Yes, Miss Ash.
You know, I can't help but notice you've been spending quite a lot of time with Sheila Nail.
Oh, we're friends.
She's a garbage girl. When strange girls like you start mixing with garbage girls like Sheila, things happen that neither myself nor Life magazine approve of.
Yes, Miss Ash. Give her this
Susie, by the time you read this, it will have been 1 week since our last encounter. Oh, my body aches for yours when we are apart. As the crystals so eloquently wailed, will you still love me tomorrow?
The crystals don't sing that song.
But don't think you've gotten away from me. I am hatching a plan, and we'll make contact soon. Like Kerouac, I am following my moonlight. Our love will change this ugly world. Regards, crossed out. Love, your bow. Francis Reginald Alexander Alpine. P.S. I am sure you've been.
There's no other bring me down much strong. I ain't gonna listen to what you say. I'm gonna love don't go back for and
Private concert?
Oh no, I'm just writing.
Then I'm pretty girly. See me? I like rock and roll music. Chuck Berry, Pete Seeger.
Pete Seeger is not rock and roll.
He might as well be. He sings about what's actually going on in the world. Protest music. It's my thing. But your song sounded alright. I don't know about the hey hey's and the shaboop shaboop.
The nonsense syllables are my favorite part.
Nonsense syllable?
You're supposed to think of them as a foreign language or speaking in code. She can't say the words she really wants to, so she's just gotta say hey, hey, hey.
If I want to say something, I just come out and say it.
My father was in the army, and when he was in the trenches, he and his men would have to communicate through Morse code to not be heard by the enemy.
Is the letter from?
Oh, no, it's not.
Sorry, you don't have to tell me it's from.
Francis, my study.
Who could forget Francis?
I wasn't expecting to hear from him so soon. I just don't connect with him in the way that I connect with you. Girls, here. With you girls, here.
Whatever happened to we're gonna be married? It's really quite the marvelous opportunity.
Oh, it is. But like you said, Francis and me, not that simple.
Well, if it wasn't him, you know, if he didn't look like him, would you marry him then?
Don't you mean if I didn't look like me?
Same difference?
It is very much not.
Okay, sure. But fine, if you looked like that poster in Miss Asp's office, you have the perfect American wifey bringing a basket of apples to her Mr. Man, would you do it then?
Of course.
Really?
Really?
I don't think I'm cut out for it. See, I like to be with a guy, and then I like to not be with him. You know what I mean?
I sure don't.
I just mean that type of life is not for me. But I always been that way. Odd man out. Doing my own thing. Ever since I was a child, I never had a crowd. Yeah, I was much too harsh, too wild, too stinking loud. Nuns and judges, they shed some tears, said this delinquent, she just terrified.
just in the center.
There are two girls in a John. One is real far gone. I'm the other one.
The other one.
The other one.
One girl pretends that she don't care as she fidgets with her hair. I'm the other one.
The other one.
Who decides who is the other one? Is that all I'll ever be? Even when I have another other one standing next to me. And I guess I don't know how to feel about it. No, 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 no.
I stole an entire side of field full of A and B. Strapped it to my hip, and I was wearing cigarette pants at the time.
Wow. The gruesome twosome. We interrupting something, ladies? Look, I know chicks like to go to the John together, but this is quite the powwow. For your information, we were just about to commence an important secret meeting.
And secret meetings happen in the toilet.
Secret meeting, commence! Ho! Tonight, Little Miss Asp is gonna be off the premises for the first time.
Since Harriet left.
That's one way of putting it. And while she's on her way to Long Island for that big national conference, Women Against Change, we are gonna party! First, we gotta incapacitate Buzz. You flirt, you distract.
I'll cozy up to Buzz and get him to share a soda pop with me, and
And then you slip some castor oil into his drink while I distract him in the most glamorously flirtatious way.
I'm the flirt. You're just the distraction.
Don't put me in a box, Dorothy.
Then, Rat, you bust into the confiscated booze case in the office.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Let's tear it!
And I'll get on that stage, my logo behind me, and I'll say, "Good evening, Cafe Wa. My name is Susanna Sun, and I care to sing a song about the struggle of my people."
Civil rights song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever happened to Shaboop Shaboop?
I'm expanding my subject matter. And in any way I can still use shaboop shaboop in a civil rights song.
Oh, Francis?
Susie, my sister.
What are you two doing in the stairwell? That is against the rules.
Susie, is that one of the other inmates? She looks violent.
Susie, I was unaware you had a brother.
I haven't been a strong presence in Susie's life, and we can see where that has gotten her. Thank you, Miss Asp, for your noble rehabilitative work. And might I just say, you are as lovely as you are dedicated.
It has been a long while since I've encountered such a smart, handsome young man. Sheila, come with me this instant. Mr. Sun, I trust you to mind Susie for the moment. Sheila.
I've got a plan. Now this evening, or next, whenever really, you figure out a way to get yourself outside. I will be waiting in a getaway car. You run to the car, and away we go.
That isn't a plan.
No, I came up with it. It's a plan.
There are no steps. That plan is just Susanna. You have to figure out everything.
I know you've been reticent to become a jailbird. Your words.
Look, I need time. I don't know what I want.
Cold feet are perfectly normal in a situation like
I
this.
tried to kill myself, Francis. I mean, that's why I'm here. I tried to kill myself.
Yeah. You know I don't like it when you say that. You had an accident. An accident. I've got some upsetting news. The outcome of my presidential run for Students for a Democratic Society did not go as planned.
You lost?
It means nothing to them that I've devoted myself to the causes of the New Left. If I can't win presidency of SFTS, how am I ever going to be a real politician? I see now that my family's wealth has put me at a serious disadvantage.
You think you're at a disadvantage?
Yes, others assume I'm just some shallow gadabout living off the Alcott fortune. I'm not taken seriously as an advocate for civil rights.
What are you saying?
I mean, the mere fact that we're together should have shown people that, but it's not enough. We must make it official. say my love is naive, but I can't help what I believe, and I believe in you, Susanna. Susanna, what's wrong with being idealistic with you? My dreams seem realistic, they do. Susanna, it's true. Susanna, you've been the center around which my world has revolved. Now problems may enter, but problems can always be solved. As a team, things don't have to be awful as they often seem. From the first time that we met, I knew I'd soon be dead set upon you, Susanna. Susanna,
It's Grandma Alcott's. Oh boy, would she be dipped if she knew. A proposal in juvenile hall. It seems kind of fitting, though.
I don't think that people will be too enthusiastic about us marrying.
we're trailblazers, we're outsiders.
I don't want to be an outsider.
God, you should have just as much right to be a happy homemaker as any other woman.
I don't know.
I'm offering to save you. I mean, you should be thanking me. You should be kissing my feet instead of your. Oh, you're hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Do you realize how much I'd be sacrificing to be with you? Did you realize how lucky you are? You're a Negro girl who'll be leaving juvie hole at 18 with no support system. I'm the person who's going to take care of you. I mean, what are you going to do? Marry some lowly janitor just because he happens to be the same color as you? Have a boatload of children and clean other people's houses on your hands and knees. Come on, Susie.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm your only hope.
They're having a party tonight. Ass will be gone. Park in the drive. Leave your lights off. I'll come out at 10. What time is it?
9:30 p.m. and that's the fifth time you've asked me tonight.
Ladies and gentlewomen, girls and girls, the stage is open.
I'll do a number. Put on Jezebel. Decide it's just the music, no words. I'm singing.
Gloria, ya, meeks. This should be something.
Listen, learn. His mama wouldn't give her blessing. She doesn't like the way I'm dressing. Woo! And now he hates me, I can tell.
Hate this song. So messed up.
Because he called me Jezebel.
Seem jumpy.
I just have a lot on my mind.
Not what I thought Francis would look like. Were you happy to see him?
And now I write this suicide letter. I beg society to treat girls like me better. Will it happen? Time will tell. Still, it's too late for Jezebel.
Did something happen with Francis? He's been weird since he visited.
I'm not weird.
Jeez.
Ya, with Jezebel, everyone.
Thank you, my sister.
And now, presenting the song stylings of our very own one-woman ronettes, the debut of an original piece by Susie
No,
Side.
I can't.
Wow,
she's
she's
great.
great.
I don't have the strings for my youth.
Sing Acapulco.
I need some air.
remain concerned about the change in our country. Electing a Catholic president seems harmless, but what's next? Secretary Ethel Rosenberg, Vice President Aunt Jemima. We must prevent the next generation from making choices that will further contribute to this nation's downfall. The youth must know their place, and for the ones who do not know their place, it is up to us to put them there.
Standing up time.
I couldn't breathe in there with all the smoke.
What is going on?
Francis is coming back. Tonight.
So you're gonna go with him?
What other choice do I have?
If you have the chance to get out of here, you should take it. It's what any normal person would do.
Then why am I gonna stay? I tried to kill myself. That's why I'm here.
I thought you burned down your school. Why'd you do it?
I felt a little trapped.
How'd you do it?
Pills. But before that, I made some cuts on my arm.
Can I see? Are those your initials? One of the S's is backwards.
That's my logo.
Well, you can still see the mark on my neck if you look close.
Oh.
See? You're not the only one who's felt trapped.
What would the perfect American family think of us?
It's all lies anyway. That poster and all that bullshit Miss Asp tries to sell us. I mean, I will never be some Mr. Man waiting for his wifey.
Obviously.
Right.
And I'll never be like Jim Cleaver.
Don't look so glum, chum. You're the colored, suicidal, ukulele playing Jim Cleaver.
I used to be.
It's not fair. You should be able to write your songs on that silly instrument for real.
Well, the strings are currently being held against their will in Asp's office.
Well, we should go get them.
Really?
Well, Rat broke in to get the booze. Everyone else is at the party. It'll just be the two of us.
Okay.
So you're not going with Francis?
Maybe I'm not normal after all.
Well, we'll have to be careful not to get caught. This is a very dangerous situation.
Oh, we can do Morse code.
You're obsessed.
It'll be like we're behind enemy lines.
Let's go.
I'm not going back in there until you let me teach you one thing in Morse code. I demand it, Sheila. I simply demand it.
Susanna.
Okay. This means hello. Try. You just said potato.
We gotta go.
No, you have to try again. Here, it helps if you sound it out. Here, try. Do, da, do, da, do, da, do, da. Come on. Do, da, do, da, do, da, do, da, do, da, do, da.
Nonsense syllables.
Secret language. Her hair black as a feather. Her black I can't ignore or leave them behind. 'Cause when I stop thinking about her, then my heart starts to sink. When she's around, it feels like sha-la-la. My brain says nah, 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 but my heart says rah, rah, rah. Hey, bop, shabop becomes how I express the notions I suppress, emotions I dare not say. Even if I could, I do not think I would have the strength to tell. 'Cause if I tell her what I feel, I don't think that she could deal. So I
answer me, I will have no choice but to tell your father that I found you alone with a girl.
This is like the night she took Harriet.
Who said that? Who said that?
I did.
That doll. It belonged to Harriet.
No,
You give me that thing?
no.
You give it to me.
No.
You give it to me right now.
Harriet, you did nothing for me.
You stupid
Sheila, let go.
She is past the point of rehabilitation, but Susie, you can still be saved. I can help you.
Susanna,
Just tell me
anything.
anything.
Just tell me the truth. It was the both of us.
What do you say, Susie? Whose fault was it?
She tried to kiss me, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Well, you needn't worry any longer. Sheila will be brought to solitary. Dr. Shocksky will be so pleased.
Betrayed by anyone but you. You're just like everyone else out there. You want to be normal, and you are. Good luck with your perfect, normal life. You're helpless.
Just go to bed. All of you go to bed. Susie, I will come back for you.
What did I do?
What kind of life do you want for yourself? That animal who was just dragged away? Or that?
No, please don't.
from the confiscated items cabinet, you get your own.
Oh, and who keeps buzzing the front door?
Sick of this
Of the
room,
racket.
the glue.
It's more awkward than baby's first floor.
It's like we're in prison, 'cause we are in prison, but it feels more like prison than normal. It's 'cause of that traitor that we're losing our minds here. We hate her, we hate her. Oh!
Buzz, when are we going to be allowed to go to the cafeteria again or anywhere? It's been 4 days. Don't tell me you're still mad at us for the castor oil.
I still can't keep down solids, and you know I need my nutrition.
Is Sheila okay? Oh, what if you care?
I've been instructed not to communicate with any of you anymore.
You know you called to ask about a party.
No, I didn't.
A rat knows a rat. Can you at least tell us if she's okay? Or when we're going to be allowed to leave?
Don't backtalk me! As you've already been told, all activities are suspended. Susie's knucklehead brother won't stop ringing the front door.
Francis?
Yeah, that's the one. Says he's not taking no for an answer, whatever that means.
Might as well be in Bing.
With Sheila. Remember her? The one you told lies about?
Sorry. Don't apologize, Susie Q. That was the best thing you ever done.
Oh, shut up, Judith.
Everything's sour, got I am a coward, now nothing but sadness awaits me. We almost kissed and I gave an assist to her capture. She's trapped, now she hates me. And oh, how can my baby know that I'm praying I could take back the things I was saying? I hope she does, I hope she does. Oh, and the thing I know for certain, wherever she is, I hope she's not burning. Bet she's not even thinking about me. Oh, I feel so darling.
If Sheila wasn't thinking with her dick, she wouldn't have gotten caught.
If Buzz wouldn't have called Miss Ass and told her about the party, then she wouldn't have gotten caught.
No, the whole thing is my fault.
Yeah,
Probably right, yes.
And now, your little dream girl is gonna fry, just like Miss Asp's daughter. Oh, you hadn't figured it out by now? See, Miss Asp got knocked up at 16. That's the trouble got her thrown in juvie in the first place. 9 months later, sweet little Harriet was born. Harriet lived amongst us, the dirty little secret everybody knew about, but nobody talked about. Asp continued her mission of making sure no other girl would make the mistakes she had, especially her daughter. Harriet turned 16. That's when she started to get strange. There used to be a girl around here who played piano. Asp found Harriet getting strange with her, too. That was the final straw. 3 whole weeks Harriet was kept in Bing. Got shocked a little every day, because the doc said,
A shock a day is the best way to keep the strange out.
Miss Asp would yell. She isn't rehabilitated yet. She hasn't learned the rules. We could hear her screaming through the pipes until, on the last day of the treatment, the day of the strongest dose of electricity, Harriet tried to make a run for it. But she didn't get far. And Asp got so angry that she made Doc give Harriet a little more than the recommended dosage. And you know what happened to her? She caught fire. That poor bitch burned alive. If Miss Asp did that to her only kid, imagine what she's gonna do to your girlfriend.
That's enough, Judith. Why must you be so cruel all the time?
Of course, the fruit is gonna stick up for the dyke.
You know something, Judith? I'm glad Sheila took that cigarette to your eye. I'm just sorry she stopped at 1, because then you'd be as blind as you are ugly.
What did you say?
Everyone knows you ratted out Harriet, and Sheila was the only one who was brave enough to make you pay.
I will rip you in two! Kevin!
Now anger is raging, hate is snarling. Still all I think about's my daughter, and how she is, and how she is. Is she safe? Is she thinking about me? Oh, I feel so solitary, oh so solitary, oh so solitary. Oh God! How can you be fighting at a time like this? Sheila is gonna get tried. Harriet is dead. Harriet too was destroyed. This is a time we should all be together, not torn apart, not solitary.
Buzz left a box of her shit. I'll divvy it up. Well, I'll divvy up what I don't want.
Kitty, I'm sorry.
It's all right. We've all made mistakes.
I just want Sheila to know that I'm sorry I didn't take the blame. I was just scared.
Of what?
My dad finding out.
Finding out what?
I don't.
Read this.
The homosexual is a masochist, a self-hater, punishing himself by collecting injustices which serve as ammunition for his self-pity. He adopts an aggressively superior pose to cover his feelings of guilt and to provoke hostility.
That's from a pamphlet in Miss Asp's office. She made me read that aloud the first day I was here.
Why do you have it?
I have it because I ripped it the fuck out the pamphlet. But I keep it because it reminds me that most people are assholes, especially people in power. And that I'll always have to fight for what I love and what I am. The cat don't choose to purr. The light don't choose to buzz. Weather don't choose to occur.
mistake in admitting her, and we would like to take her back into our care.
But that's not. No, she's been admitted formally, and
I am willing to make a sizable financial donation.
an endowment.
Yeah, one that'll keep your doors open for some time.
Have you been followed?
By who?
These past few days, it's as if a force has been watching, waiting, and life is coming on Sunday.
I don't
and
think you quite understand the size of the gift that I have the capacity to make.
Good as new. I wouldn't go that far. It's a good thing the strings are back on. This way little mice can't get inside anymore. Girls, we have a visitor.
Francis?
Miss Ask, may I have a brief word with my sister?
I suppose. I can keep an eye on the other garbage girls. How do you keep getting in here?
Okay, I understand why you are afraid to be married to me. It is this stinking country's fault, which is why we must move to Mexico.
Mexico?
There is a commune just outside of Port Isabel where young liberals have banded together and experiment with a fascinating new medication known as mescaline.
What are you talking
All
about?
right, so I sold my Chevrolet and bought a real lowrider motorcycle just like Allen Ginsberg has. Where is your ring?
It's under my pillow for safety.
Okay, all right. I did what you wanted, and I bought you out of here fair and square. You ain't no jailbird.
Bought me out?
We live in a capitalist society, Susie. I hate it as much as you do, but we use it to our advantage when we need to.
So that's it. If I choose, I just walk out that door?
Almost. The bargain struck is that you'll remain until this interview, which, congrats, by the way, and then Mexico, freedom!
That's one word for it.
Hey man, got any smokes on you? We running low.
All right. Time to go. You'll be properly reunited come Sunday.
And I'll see you then, yes?
Absolutely
Yes.
not. Yes.
Yes, you have made me the happiest man. I cannot wait to tell my SFTS brothers they will eat their hats!
So you're going with Francis?
No.
But
Judith said you could hear Harriet screaming through the pipes when she was in solitary.
Sure could.
So that means that these pipes travel up to where they're keeping Sheila.
I suppose.
But what if she's already been taken away?
Have a little hope.
What are you doing now?
I'm having a little hope.
We lost a freaking life. Morse code. I taught her.
Come on. Come on.
It's all right. Maybe she's asleep.
I don't care if she is. I'm gonna knock and knock every hour till she answers me. What happens if she answers back? I don't know. I guess we bust her out. The hell is we? All of us.
No one's ever been busted out of bait before.
Hell, take mucho guts.
There's guts and there's dumb, and that's dumb.
Haven't you ever heard the expression all for one and one for all?
Haven't you ever heard the expression, go blow it out your confetti hole?
This place has tried to break us. Now they've locked us up in here like we're animals, but we are not animals. We're women, and we have to help each other out. And I have to help Sheila out because I love her. And I want everyone to know. Cool?
Cool. Harriet, too, would have been very supportive of you. She was homosexual as well.
Come on, Ramon! Shake a leg, let's go!
But Judith never gets into trouble.
It's okay. I could use some air.
Nice and quiet in here, sickies. Must have scared you pretty bad before. I always said girls are best seen, not heard.
You've never said that, Fox.
Yeah, but I was thinking of.
Oh, you want a rough house, huh?
Hands off, boys! Don't stop!
I just want to transcend. I won't stop until they can all comprehend that I am not you.
I already know that I'm torn by something in between.
Now the number one goal is I just wanna be.
I just wanna be.
I just wanna be
on the road to recovery. And we just received a major endowment not 20 minutes ago. We'll see you in 4 days. 4 short days. It's times are booming here at Nation.
Miss Ask, I got Ramon outside. You want me to bring her in?
Oh, Buzz, have you heard about the unidentified flying object sightings in the American Southwest?
I don't go in for that sci-fi stuff.
Oh, no, Buzz. There's nothing fine about this. There is life elsewhere, and it's come to our country and infected it. I used to think the girls were changing somehow, but now I see that this infection has been in them the whole time. As if they're from another planet, from the future. I miss the 50s, the 40s and more. I miss silent movies, and I miss the war. I miss Hitler. And yes, I know he was psychotic. But villains make people act so patriotic. And patriot women, they all knew their roles. Young women today seem to have different goals. They're selfish and screaming and opinionated. They act as if all I hold dear is outdated. I try to save them, they don't seem to care. They behave as they please, now there's change in the air. And it isn't fair. I had no choices and I couldn't yell. When I got into trouble, I couldn't rebel. Now with so much at stake and with life on the line, I won't let them take what is rightfully mine. It's not been that long since the world got off track. It's my duty, my mission to get us all back. 'Cause if they are the future, our nation's in trouble. I'll do what I can in my beautiful bubble. If it's war that they're waging, I'm ready to win or die trying. All right, send the garbage girl in. So, what are they planning? Who? The girl. The scheming girl.
I want to talk about my transfer.
I ask you a question.
I've been giving you the dirt you asked for. And I tipped you off about the gals in your pad, and Sheila is going to get a juice jolt. And I want my transfer, like you told me.
What are they planning?
No! You keep up your end of the bargain and transfer me to Dominion.
I put a stop on your transfer.
What?
Well, let's not kid ourselves. An institution as highly regarded as Dominion would hardly accept the likes of you, dear. You are a liar and a conspirator.
I conspired with you.
That was simply a test. You failed.
You snake.
Judith, do you know why I picked you to be my informant? From the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew you were a traitor. You would sell your own mother into slavery if it meant an extra pack of smokes.
That's not true.
Oh, well, just look at what you did to your father.
I thought cutting his dick off was an appropriate response to the things he'd done to me since I was 7.
You will no longer be offered protection by this office. When you exhibit abhorrent behavior, I will be unable to turn a blind eye. So if you or any of those girls try anything funny when Life magazine is here, I will be forced to administer punishment accordingly. Maybe Sheila will be the only harlot sizzling this week.
The latest USSR nuclear test. In race news, Mississippi Governor Ross Barnett refuses to admit a James Meredith to Mississippi University And Negro church destroyed by fire in Macon, Georgia. There's no film left in there. I enjoy the action.
8 days is too long to be stuck in here.
We haven't seen Miss Aspen forever.
She's gone completely mental.
That is not a news flash.
I'm afraid she's gonna do something terrible.
Sheila? To all of us. She may think she can, but we'll teach her that times are changing.
How? By busting Sheila. If you can successfully get Sheila out of here, ask her see the power is no longer in her hands.
You've been clanging for days and she don't care. Do you really believe she thinks it's just shitty plumbing? Oh, the shitty plumbing in this place is driving me crazy. Haven't you ever heard of Roto-Rooter? Two every hour.
She's gonna realize it's her knocking.
Hey, that kind of sounds like.
And she's gonna knock back.
I'll be goddamn.
And when she does, it'll be a sign that she wants us to bust her out. All of us together.
If she knocks back, I will happily eat my own shit.
You want fries with that, Judith?
She's got power. Gonna have us a proper juvie hall prison break.
Freedom for Sheila!
We'll free Sheila. But this is bigger than her. We have to go further.
Further how?
We have to take down the nation.
What does that mean?
Total fucking rebellion.
I'm supposed to act the way they want me to act, but I don't wanna act that way. So, revolution in the institution. Won't be told whose hand I can hold or which words I'm allowed to say. No, revolution in the institution. If I'm heading to the battle zone, I don't wanna go alone. Take a stand, hold my hand.
So, you with us?
I still got beef with Nail, but like you said, this is about more. Girls like us, we gotta stick together.
Justice for Harriet too. Justice for Harriet too. Been this way since I was a girl in a dress with a frilly bow. Revolution in the institution. Revolution in the institution. Play with Barbie, they all play with Barbie, but I want to G out Joe. Revolution in the institution. Revolution in the institution. Learn to cook, learn to clean, learn to breathe. Feels like not necessarily need no. Revolution in the institution. Revolution in the institution. If I'm headed to the battle, I don't wanna go alone. See the crowd, take it down. This is a two-part plan. Let's call it Operation Fuck Ass.
We cannot call it Operation Fuck Ass.
Multiple reasons.
Let's call it Operation Shalala.
Isn't that a little girly?
Operation Shalala, Part 1, busting Sheila out. It's gonna be hard, but Part 2 is gonna be easy. I'm gonna tell that Life magazine reporter exactly what life is like around here. And about Harriet.
And what happens when Ask puts a stop to your little protest?
We resist. We're gonna need weapons.
I am my own weapon.
No, but really, we're gonna need actual weapons.
I can make a Molotov cocktail out of a can of hairspray Charleston chew and a cigarette. And I have all those things.
Supposed to dress the way you want me to dress, but I got other dresses in mind. So, revolution in the institution. Revolution in the institution.
That's a great plan.
We gotta get these supplies up to Sheila.
Ooh, let's call it an escape survival pouch, an ESP.
Tonight, when Buzz brings her a grub tray, he leaves the hallway door unlocked for exactly 10 minutes. You can get right up to the door of solitary, slip Sheila the PMS? ESP. And whisper her the details of Operation Shadow! Sheila, it's me.
Susanna? What do you want?
I'm here to rescue you.
I thought you were the person that put me in here.
I know, I panicked and I am so sorry.
You betrayed me like everybody else.
I know, but now I'm gonna make it up to you. I put together a plan and now I'm the leader of a burgeoning revolution.
How long I've been in solitary?
8 days, and they've been very dramatic.
Forget it. Don't risk your neck for me.
It's not just me, it's all the girls.
Even Judith?
Even Judith.
I took her eye.
I know, I found out.
So, gonna be electroshocked and turned into a drool factory. There are worse things.
Sheila, I don't think there
I
are.
almost made it to 18. Pretty good run. Except my luck's just bad. Luck don't change.
But people do. When you're around, it feels like sha-la-la. My brain says na-na-na, but my heart says rah-rah-rah. Hey, a-bop-shabop becomes how I express the notions I suppress, emotions I cannot say.
Somebody's gonna
My mind and soul explode. I sing out loud in code in this cold haze cell. Even if you feel the same, I won't force you to proclaim. You can keep it to yourself. Oh.
Got the strings. I was hoping to give them to you on your birthday, except I didn't know when that was.
You have to say yes.
So what?
Operation Shalala.
What the hell is Operation Shalala?
It's your rescue mission.
Terrible name.
I'm sliding your ESP through the drawer.
What does ESP mean?
Operation Shalala, Part 1, busting Sheila out. First, you fake sick.
That might get the door open, but Buzz will be suspicious.
Look inside.
Kitty's makeup kit?
Sheila must look like death warmed over. I'm talking dark eye circles. I'm talking pale complexion.
Then, you gotta get her to let you go into the bathroom by yourself.
But how?
She's got an uptuck on it. I'll whip out the little something.
How am I gonna hide all this under my clothes?
On it! If I can hide an entire side of wheel in my pants, a makeup kit will be a cinch.
Now, you're in the John. You pick the padlock and slide down the drain pipe.
Oh, no way Buzz won't hear that.
He won't if Miss Asp calls for him at exactly that moment.
Buzz, help! Life magazine is here and my menstrual belt is stuck.
Once you're in the bushes, there'll be a getaway car waiting for you.
Who do we know with the getaway car?
Nobody. But boy, do we know somebody with a getaway motorcycle headed straight to Mexico!
I'm coming to save you, my darling. The Aventura Comienza!
And then, right off into the sunset.
Did all this for me?
Of course,
Why?
because sorry, nervous tick.
You're nervous right now?
Yes, but in the good way.
Who's talking up right there.
It's Buzz. Run. So you'll do it? Sheila. Yes. Yes. When will I see you again? Someday. I know it. Cool. Partner. S-T-O-P. You won't touch my family. H-A-T-E will not take my love from me. S-T-O-P. You won't touch my family.
Say, I never seen you look so stacked.
That is improper, but thank you for your arousal.
This is the most disgusting.
Now, I imagine when the photo is taken, I'm stand right here, flanked on either side by the girls.
What's that smell?
Oh no, my cran-apple banana patty with fruited gelatin whip.
I've never burnt a Betty.
Good for you, Doris Day.
What the frick?
All right, I'll do a shall I officially commit.
Ha!
Miss Ass seems frantic.
How do you think my cubicule worked?
Oh no, you got your stick all over my new jacket!
Dorothy, go.
Buzz, come down here at once. It's an emergency. Sheila's probably hiding in the back room now, about to open the window.
Come on.
I'm nervous. Don't be. It's all going according to plan.
Where's Miss S?
Tended to her for a Betty.
Your fathead friend just washed her lunch all over my spiffy new nuts.
Better go clean yourself up before I see you like
You
that.
girls can't tell me what to do.
No!
Any sign of Francis?
Not yet, but he should be here soon.
Come on. Yes!
Apple banana Betty with fruited gelatin web. I'm sure Mr. Rusk won't even.
In nation, we call it brown.
Well, everywhere else we call it burn.
What are you looking at?
Window. Oh, the watch pot, never boil.
I just love your dramatic high collar.
And your hairdo? I understand Francis isn't outside. Maybe he's around back.
Stop crowding! Why are you screaming?
Because we're so fucking excited!
What happened to you?
Well, Sheila got sick on me, but then the smell of it is making me feel like I'm gonna get sick, and so I can...
No, if you must eliminate, go do so around back.
No!
Excuse me?
Buzz can't go out back. He just can't.
I am beginning to think something queer is going on around here. You girls really do have powers, don't you? You mark my words. Before today is over, you will rue the day you cross Miss Margaret Ass.
Miss S, look! She was out back running towards the street, and I attacked her!
Mr. Rusk, I see you. You have made a mockery of nation for the last time. All of you.
Aren't you gonna get that? Life magazine. It's okay. What are we gonna do? Aspen's gonna kill us now.
Life will save us. The reporter's here. We'll talk about Harriet. You'll check the files. You'll call the police and.
been assigned to the story. Life magazine isn't coming. Not now. Not ever.
Maybe another magazine can visit us. Better prisons and gardens, maybe?
You have ruined it. You girls from the future.
We aren't from the future. We are the future.
No, Susie. You must be stopped. It's for your own good, Susie.
My name is Susanna. And I don't want to look like Doris Day. Neither do I. And I don't want to be the colored, suicidal, ukulele playing June Cleaver. I'm the black, weird Susanna Suck. You can't force us to be something that we don't want to be.
You think that I had it easy? You think that all of the things done to me were as cruel and hateful as all the things done to you? I had no choice.
Well, you've got one now, Margaret. You're either with us or you're against us.
I just wanted a photograph. Can you all just go away?
You cannot do to us what you did to your daughter. We will not disappear. Just want to transcend. I won't stop until they can all comprehend that we are not ill. I already know that I'm more than something in between. And now the number one goal is I just want to be free. I just want to be free.
Give me that ukulele. No. You won't touch my family. H-A-T-E will not take my love from you. S-T-O-E, you won't touch my family. H-A-T-E will not take my love from me. Revolutionary institution, evolutionary institution, evolutionary institution, evolutionary institution, evolutionary institution, evolutionary institution. You can revolt all you want. Britain nation still stands.
Not for long, it doesn't. Hit it, Yaya. This is for Harry, you son of a bitch.
Susanna, what do we do now?
I don't know.
Do we run? We ought to be here when the police arrive. We have to fight.
Susie! Susie! I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, everything is on fire.
Sheila, your ride's here.
Well, yeah, Sheila, no. I'm here to save Susie.
Listen, Francis. If you really want to help me, you'll help her. Give her a ride across the border.
I can't just transport a criminal across state lines.
Well, you better do what she says. She's got powers. She is not a criminal. She is the victim of an unjust patriarchal society. You'd be saving her. Think of what your SFDS brothers would say.
I don't know.
Get your little white ass on that fucking motorcycle, or I will remove your dick.
bring back?
Get your ass moving! Hey, I know where you live. If you don't get her safely to Mexico, I'm gonna pay a visit to your parents, your siblings, even your little pet goldfish. You got a goldfish, Francis?
Yes.
Let's keep it that way. Give him some privacy, will you?
Baby, you have to escape. You're almost 18. If they catch you, you'll go to actual prison.
Come with me.
I can't. I have to stay here. Be a leader. Take this. Hawk it when you get to Mexico.
I will do that.
Take this. When you look at it, you can think of me.
Keep me. And when you play it, think of me. Sing your songs for people. None of that fa la 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 bullshit.
Can't make any promises, partner.
Susanna. I fell in love into behold. I've got issues with chick lead singers.
Oh, get out of my store. Get out of my store. I can't even deal with that.
Even Patty. But when a chick fronts a proper rock band, I don't know.
I don't have the time nor the inclination to dismantle your prejudice.
I'm entitled to my opinion about gender in rock and roll.
Are you, though?
Hi, I've got Miss Sun. Do you mind showing us where we can stick our
Great,
stuff?
let me show you both the stage.
I got all your records, tapes, and 8 tracks, and Operation Shalala is my favorite band of all time.
Oh, we gotta keep her moving.
That's cool. Thank you.
We don't want to intrude, but we're
Together.
in a band.
And like, she's my girlfriend, we're committed.
But our band is a rap.
It's called Monster Dick.
The name's ironic, or satiric.
We're not really sure about the name.
We just wanted to say thank you for being such an inspiration. As a queer woman,
And I'm a member of Monster Dick.
your music
And politics.
have meant so much to us. I play guitar because of you.
Thank you. And I love your hair. Can I ask you a question? Do you have a girlfriend? Are you committed?
No, I'm not, and I'm definitely not looking.
Can I ask you another question? I was actually in this other band with this chick Lorraine, and we had a thing. And then when the band went back, we went back. What do you think that's about?
You don't have to answer that.
I think it means that experience happened and it contributed to who you are. Then you moved on. I have to go play music now, but let's talk later.
Thank
all right?
you so much.
Of course.
And I'm so sorry about Amanda. She is very awful.
No. Out.
Free country, lady.
I know you swiped a record from me last week.
Let me film my records in peace.
I'm watching you.
Hey, I'm looking for Mars Bar. Is that close?
Sure is. But why would you want to go there where it's disgusting when you could stay here where I am?
I'm just passing through town for a day. Well, it's my first time in New York.
Then I absolutely insist you stay. We're about to have an in-store.
I'm not much of a music person.
See that guy right there? I think he's a thief. Want to help me orchestrate a sting operation?
I'm meeting some friends.
Where are you from?
All over, really. I lived in Mexico for years and ran a bar. And now those bar friends work at Mars Bar.
You're no fun. It's a ride on 2nd Avenue, a few blocks down. You can't miss it.
Let's get started. Hey everybody. I guess this is my surprise appearance. Very intimate. Still, I'll begin as I begin all my shows. Thank you for coming out tonight, and fuck you, President Reagan. Come on, say it with me. Fuck you, President It always feels good to make an appearance back home. As you can see, my band has left me alone, so I'm gonna go acoustic for you. I was just talking to some really, really young people just now. I am. And it's so weird, in a good way, how you meet people at times in your life and they have such an effect on you. And then school is over, graduation happens, and you never see them again. Even if you're in the same town or the same room, right? Because you're just not supposed to. Some people are just meant to exist in a song.
Hey, you fuck! Sorry.
That's A-okay. My banter was spinning out of control. That was all just to say, this song is a really old one. When she's around, it feels like sha-la-la. My brain says no, but my heart says rah-rah-rah. A bop-she-bop becomes how I express the notions I suppress, emotions I dare not say.
You gotta wait, I got the record.
Right now, but I would not know how to begin to tell. I'll ignore the nagging sting and
Excuse me a minute.